Hello, Faithbox community. My name's Andrea Maher, and I'm the author of the book that is in your March Faithbox. And I have to tell you, I'm truly humbled and excited about this opportunity. As you know already, the month of March is dealing with the theme of grief, and that is what my book is about. And the exciting thing is for the Lord to allow me to join up with a community of other believers to provide hope and encouragement on this particular topic of grief. It's funny, this morning when I thought about doing this introductory video of myself, it was very foggy outside, and I thought this would be a great time to actually shoot this outside because I think when I see fog, that's what I feel the landscape of the heart looks like when it is grieving. It is covered with a thick fog. But what happened was the normal day got ahead of me, and I had my chores. I've had shoulder surgery just 2 weeks ago, so I had a doctor's appointment. And by the time I got home, the fog had lifted and the sun was shining. And I thought, well, you know what? There's another theme of encouragement there. For those of you that are in grief or are going to be dealing with helping others that are in grief, it's important to remember always that the fog does lift and the sun does shine through. So I thought, okay, that's a really good starting point. I hope that the material that you find in my book will be so helpful to you that you want to share it with other people. It would be a resource and a tool for you to learn how to be a perfect comforter to someone that needs comforting. You know, one thing about grief, oftentimes we think of grief in terms of just death. But grief is any severe disappointment or loss, and it could have to do with a marriage that ends in a divorce, or a prodigal child that walks away, perhaps a job that was lost, or even one of those horrific health diagnoses that just knock us off our feet. All of these constitute a form of grief. And I always say, and I've said it in my book, sorrow is sorrow is sorrow. And the main purpose of this whole month, I hope to be interacting with you. I hope to be encouraging you, not only through the book that's in your box, but also I will be sending out some blogs that I feel match up with the daily devotional in terms of the theme. I actually went through the devotional and I thought, oh, okay, this blog that I have written in the past would be another additional resource for you to either use for yourself, maybe share with somebody else, maybe post on your Facebook page. I think technology is amazing, and the kind of comfort we could put out to people just through sending them articles or things that would minister to their hearts that come across our lives in terms of even in your faith box, what is in there this month, is God's way of us being his hands and his feet. So as you get to know me, you're going to get to read some of my blogs. I also will be sharing some what I call voice of truths. And they're video blogs, and they're very short, 2-3 minutes. Maybe they'll come out with your, once in a while, with your daily devotional YouTube. And again, those videos are just to strengthen the weary. There's portions of my life that I share in those, but always want to point back to that we don't grieve like those that don't know the Lord. We are children of the Most High God, and we have him to draw our strength from in everything that we go through. So maybe this month you're like, oh, my grief box is on grief. You're going to find out that it's the perfect box for you this month, because if you're not in grief right now, you might be having someone walk right into your path that you would be the energizer for them. You would be their cheerleader. You would be their hospital because you partake in the faith box this month. And let's just say that faith box gets there and you are in grief, then you know it's the Lord knocking on the door of your heart just to remind you that he is with you. Never lose sight of that. So I look forward to getting to know you. My book's Facebook page is called Slammed, Overcoming Grief in the Wave of Tragedy. So feel free to check in on my Facebook page, but also I will feel free to check on our mutual faith box Facebook page. And if you have any questions, you might want to write them in, and I'd be happy to respond to them. So we're starting this journey out together. I'm really excited about it. I don't believe anything happens by accident. And I just want to say God bless in all that you do. And just remember, the Lord is with us no matter what we're going through.